Hey friends, welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thanks for stopping by today. I hope you're all having a great day, whatever day you're watching this. I'm filming it on Sunday, but you can watch it any day that you get ready to. It's always here for your convenience. But I do hope you're having a great day. So far, my day is going well. I'm waiting on a Walmart grocery delivery, so that should be coming soon, hopefully. We just realized that we were out of a few things and that we're going to need this week, and neither one of us wanted to go to Walmart. We went out yesterday and it was a lot. It did us in, both of us. Big Daddy's knee is hurting him really bad, and I'm just hurting all over. I was glad to get out of the house and go and do something. I mean, only thing we had to do was go get our prescriptions. And truth is, Big Daddy could have went and got those by himself, but I chose to go with him because I wanted to get out of the house. And so we just decided to do a few extra things that we needed to do or wanted to do, and I'm paying for it today. Last night and today. By the time we got home, I was just in tears. I was hurting so bad. You ever do that to yourself? I mean, you know what's gonna happen when you're out having the fun and living it up. Living it up in the Dollar Tree. Oh, so if you didn't catch that shot with me video from yesterday, we ran around town and ran some errands and went into some different stores and stuff like that. And so I tried to crochet last night, but I'll be honest, I was just so miserable and tired and just hurting so bad that I really couldn't concentrate on what I was doing. But I gave it a little go. And so if you watched the video last week where I created this Caticorn Mermaid, you might have saw that video last week. So I added a couple more things. Like I hadn't added them yet. I've made them and they're waiting to be added. So I made some strands for her unicorn hair, and then I made tail flippers, tail fins for her. And so I made those, and they're all right here. I just hadn't put them on yet, because then I was like, why don't I just make a big cat mermaid? And so actually Blueberry, the mermaid that I had recently made, she sold like right off the bat. She's gone. Actually, I do have a picture of a little girl holding her that got her, and I don't know if I'll remember to insert that picture or not. She's a little toddler, but she loves that mermaid, and so I do have a picture of her with her mermaid. But so anyway, I decided to make a big mermaid, and out of the same colors, just like that, except, it's going to be longer, like a mermaid. So that's what I'm working on, and I have been fighting with Sassy, not Sissy. Sissy's usually the thief that takes everything, but this morning, it has been Sassy. She came up here on my desk all sweet and like she was loving me. And then she grabbed this hand. I'm working on an arm. And she grabbed it. I just laid it down so I could pet her. And took off running with it. I had to get up and chase her. And she went over the piano. And down and into the living room. I had to chase her through the house, hollering, "No, Sassy, no, it's mine, it's mine." And she was saying, "It could be mine." So I see right now I'm going to have to get those little pieces that I have made. But I think she just wanted the piece that I was working on. She don't normally take stuff. It's Sissy that normally takes things. Anyway, for this arm, I've got to go to row 17. Sissy, I need to brush you. I haven't brushed you yet today. You ready to get brushed? Sassy, I mean. I don't know if I said sissy, but I meant sassy. I do that to my kids all the time. I call them the wrong name. I'll even call them, dogs' names, cats' names, whatever. I do that all the time. I just have so much on my mind. I guess. I don't know. One time when Elijah was little, I was talking to the dog, Sasha, and I kept saying, get in the kennel. I was like, Elijah, get in the kennel. And Elijah was standing there, and finally he said, I'm Elijah, and I'm not getting in the kennel. I meant to say Sasha. I don't know. I've always done that. I can't blame it on anything. So anyway, I've got all this pulled out because she took off with it. Didn't you, Sassy? I'm gonna have to go brush her. She likes to be brushed. Sissy don't like it so much. She's real uneasy about it, and then she takes off. But Sassy, she loves to be brushed. She's like, yeah, brush me some more. If Sissy don't want to be brushed, give me her brushes too. It's a beautiful day here in Monroe, Louisiana. I think it's supposed to rain like late tonight, around 7 or so, is what the little device that lives up on my shelf said when I asked her, was it going to rain today? Oh, anyway. What you got planned for this coming up week? I think I finally do not have a doctor's appointment this week, and I'm so happy that I don't have any doctor's appointments. It's always nice to have a week where I don't have to go to the doctor. That gets old very quick, having to go all the time and every week and everything. Someone was asking me about my doctors. I don't remember exactly what the question was, but here's the answer. Whether you want to hear it or not, here's the answer. All my doctors are linked at the same hospital, and even if I go to Shreveport, they're still linked out of the same base hospital. I don't know how to word that. It's all one hospital, but there's a Monroe location, there's a Shreveport location, there's a New Orleans location, and I think it may be a Baton Rouge location. I'm not sure, but all my doctors I see come out of this hospital. And I don't like to go to any doctor who's not in that hospital, because can you imagine explaining me to a new doctor? No, they would look at me like, you're a crazy woman. They would look at me like, there's no way you have all that going on. You know what I'm saying? I would be so uncomfortable trying to explain what all I have going on to a new doctor, and they wouldn't get it. They would be like, yeah, right. So with all my doctors linked in the computer together, they can all see all my doctor's appointments, all the doctor's notes, all the doctor's like after visit summaries. They can all read that. they can see all my prescriptions, you know, everything that we've tried that hasn't worked, everything that we've tried that is working. And so there's no question about it. And there's no, you know, like repeat trying this or that or anything like that. All my doctors can read what all the other doctors say. And to me, that's comforting because I don't have to try to explain nothing. Let all the doctors explain it, right? So I like that. That's very nice that, you know, my doctors can all see medication notes, thoughts, ideas, you know, and stuff like that. So that's why I, you know, don't go out to other doctors, just because I'm seeing a lot of doctors already, and they're all connected and can see everything that's going on. One time I did go to a special rheumatologist that's not in this hospital group, and she told me, okay, so I went to her several times, and she didn't do anything. She just went over the medications I was on and asked me a bunch of questions and said, all right, well, thanks for coming in. I mean, basically, she didn't do anything for me. And I went to her, I don't know, several times. And each time, I mean, you know, I'm paying for this doctor visit where she's not doing anything. She didn't prescribe me anything. She just went over medicines that other doctors prescribed me, which I knew I was on all the right medications. But, yeah, and then she told me at probably about the third or fourth time I went to see her, she said, you're seeing too many doctors. You're going to have to cut some of these doctors out. So I was like, well, you're the only one that hasn't done anything for me. So bye. I didn't say it like that, and I didn't say it to her face either. I just didn't make a return appointment because she was right. I was seeing too many doctors, and it wasn't any use in going to a doctor who wasn't doing anything for me. Sassy, what you doing, girl? You trying to get in a position where I can pet you better? And I did pull out, I got these in the mail, and I want to say thank you, Nanette. I'm using these. I have one in right now, but thank you for that. I appreciate those stitch markers so very much. I can never find those in town. I don't know where they're sold at, but Sassy must be really bored. Sassy, you bored, baby? Am I gonna have to get off here and come pet you? I think she's wanting me to hold her because she keeps getting like closer and closer to my arms over here. And she's trying to get like right up at the edge of the desk where I just have to put my arms around her and swoop her up. That's what she really wants. So I'm working on the arm of the big Caticorn Mermaid. Now, how's that, Sassy? She is having a lazy day. I think she's wanting some loving. I'm going to have to put all these little pieces away, and that's what I need to do right now. Excuse me. These go on the big mermaid. Sassy, can you get up for a minute, baby? Trying to see where I can put these that she might not be able to get to. Oh, here, baby, move over. Oh, okay. I think that's what. I think I made 4 of the curly cues. So I'm going to put those in this drawer right down here. No, sassy. Anyway, so I'm making arms for the big one. This is a little sneak peek of the big one. And I don't have to make hair, but I am going to make some of the curly cues. And also, what else am I doing? Oh, I got to make the arms and the top, the bra part. So I'm going to go and work on those, and I'll be back. Hey friends, I am back, and I feel like it is the next day, but it's really still Sunday. I've just been so wore out today. I ended up laying down and taking a nap, and I slept the whole day. The whole day. I told Big Daddy, I said, why'd you let me sleep so long? And he said, I guess you needed the rest. And I guess I did, but I just didn't need to sleep all day. I had other things to do. Like crochet on this mermaid Caticorn. So anyway, I'm still working on it, and I'm not going to finish it today. I'm just coming on to finish up this video. I'm working on the other arm. The first arm did turn out great. It's the right length and everything for her. And so I'm just crocheting the second arm. I've also got to crochet the little waistband and the bikini top, but those are easy to make. I'm following the directions for the one in the Plenty of Fish in the Sea book. I'm following the pattern in that, and it's super easy to make. You just have to, read as you're making it. So reading and talking and working all 3 at the same time doesn't work. So I thought, well, I'll go ahead and make the other arm, because I can do that, hopefully, and talk. So that's what I'm doing. And it's done got warm in here. I had to turn the ceiling fan on. Our groceries did come this morning, and I was very disappointed in the lady who brought the groceries. And normally I try to find, the good in things, but I mean, that's her job, is to deliver groceries. And then she does get a nice tip, and I even gave extra. And she got here, and she went up and down the road, stopping out there, and just stopped. And so I stepped out the door and waved to her to let her know she's at the right place. Although my instructions on there clearly say to park behind the green Kia Soul, which is the only one out there that she can park behind. There's a green Kia Soul out there. And, so she should have known she was in the right place, because there's a green Kia Soul right there. But she ended up wanting me to come out to the road to get my groceries. I told her, no, I can't do that. I mean, she is not only getting paid from Walmart, because that's her job, but I also gave her a nice tip, and I gave her extra. Not just what Walmart suggested. I went up to the next one to give her, a tip for bringing my groceries to my door. And then she wanted me to come get my groceries out of her car. No, It doesn't work that way. I told her no, I couldn't do that. And I couldn't. Trust me, I couldn't. And she finally brought them up here. But she was here probably 30 minutes before she decided to bring them up. I don't know. It was kind of a weird situation. I never had any of them to act that way. You never know what you're going to get. Most of the time it's a good thing. And the Walmart delivery is a good thing for us. As long as they will, you know, bring our groceries up to the door. But that was a new one, her wanting me to, you know, come get my groceries out of her car. Oh. But I am thankful for that Walmart grocery thing. You know, that does save us a lot. I mean, yeah, as Big Daddy said, I'll happily pay for Walmart delivery. We happily pay for that because it helps us so much. We just need them to, you know, yes, bring them to the doorsteps. Okay, I don't want to lose the stitch that I'm about to lose. I'm going to have to redo that stitch. But I'm trying to just take this backwards just a little bit to tie it off. Oh, okay. I was just closing up that little hole that can be left at the when you first do your like 6 single crochets. You know how you can leave a little hole there, and well, I don't know what I got going on right here. But Nanette, I'm very thankful for these stitch markers you sent me. Appreciate that very much. Which way is this even going? Okay, I might do 2. I pulled out 2 stitches. I think it was 2 stitches in this last stitch. I think that's what I got to pull out. I mean, put back. So I'm going to be working on this again tomorrow. And try to finish her off tomorrow, tonight before Big Daddy goes to bed. Since he won't be here with me tomorrow, I'm gonna get him to help me with her eyes on this big one that I'm making. I'm gonna get him to help me on the eyes for that tonight, so tomorrow I can just make all her stuff and put on her. Whew. Now rows 3, 4, 5, and 6 are just single crochets. So I've used those to count off, and I know when each time I finish a row I put one back, and then I know when I am done with those single crochets. And this yarn is just splitty. But I am trying to use up yarn I have. Like, I already found the yarn that I like, which is the Premier Basic, and I love this yarn from Hobby Lobby. Those are the 2 yarns that are not so splitty on me. But I have a room full of splitty yarn. And so, trying to use up my splitty yarn on, you know, small projects. And so that's what I'm doing. I've got a room full of splitty yarn, so it's got to go somewhere. But I do have a lot of Big Twist. Both of these are Big Twist yarns. The yellow that I used on the unicorn part, I don't believe was a big twist. I don't believe it had a label on it. I think it was just a floppy of yarn left, and so there's not a label, but I believe it is I love this yarn from the way it felt. I think that's what it was. I think it was the same I love this yarn that I had used on that Pikachu that I made a little while back, a couple weeks ago. So anyway, this yarn is super splitty, but I need to use my splitty yarn, I guess. Does anybody want a room full of splitty yarn? If I could trade that yarn out for I love this yarn or Premier Basic, that would be ideal. And I don't know, somebody had mentioning boxing up Big Twist and doing mystery boxes, but let me just tell you, people will complain about that, and it would end up being a bad thing. It wouldn't go as smoothly as you think it would. It would be all kinds of backlash on that. So, and now I put one stitch, starts a stitch marker, needle, plastic needle back. And now I turn my work with the noodle is in the bowl. I hate it when yarn does that and it looks like a loose, I know you probably can't see it, but at the end right here, which is going to be on the end of her hand, it looks like a loose stitch. And it's not. And even pulling that didn't help. I knew it wouldn't. It's still just a loose stitch right there. Same thing happened on one of the mermaid fins. Same thing happened on one of the mermaid fins where it's, and I turned it inside out and tried my best to fix it, but in the end, no matter how much sewing and whatever I did, trying to pull that stitch through where it didn't pucker on the outside, it still puckers on the outside. So after messing with that for a long time, I just gave up and said it's just gonna have a pucker. Anyway, I talked to my son Dakota a few minutes ago. That's why I'm late getting back to recording the rest of this video. I was on the phone with Dakota and talked with him a little bit. Nothing exciting, just chit-chatting. Told him that I went to Frogs yesterday and was looking for the lady that's booth that has the trolls, and he said he hadn't seen them in a while. So he told me your best bet's to go on eBay and look for trolls, because in the stores all they have is the trolls that like Walmart or Target or Amazon, they mainly just have the trolls that are related to the movies, the little cartoon movies that's come out recently. I don't know the dates of the movies that came out, but that's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking for trolls that look like her. This is Mia. So that kind of troll, and she's about 4 inches tall. Let me see. I can measure her real quick. I think she's about 4 inches tall. Yep. That's not counting her hair, just from the top of her head down. But you can't find these. I guess eBay is what Dakota said. So I'll have to look on there. But, anyway, I told him we went over there and saw his booth. and that I didn't even look for a second booth until I didn't think about it until later. And then he never did tell me where his booth was. We started talking about something else. Not that I plan to go back anytime soon. Once wore me out. I'm telling y'all, that little trip me and Big Daddy took to town yesterday was a lot. We did a lot. We did way too much than we're used to doing. And that's why I've just been so wore out today, I guess. So I have 2 more of these rows where it's just single crochets, and then just decrease a little bit. Stuff the little fist. Anyway, well, I'm gonna let you guys get going, and I hope you all are having a good day, whether you're watching this really late Sunday night or Monday. I'll have another video Monday evening. Sometime Monday evening I will have a video. This is just finishing up the video that I started today and then took a nap. A very long nap. I took a nap. I think there's some kind of rhyme there, but I can't think of it right now. Big Daddy's been washing clothes. The washing machine's running, and he's back there. He's watching some kind of cop show right now. Oh, I wanted to tell you all about a show, and I might mention this in another video too, just because some people may not see this. There's a movie on Roku, and you can go, if you have a computer, you can go put in Roku, search Roku, and you can watch movies on there for free. You don't have to have a streaming account or anything like that. I do not have any kind of Roku streaming account, and I don't have Roku. I have a Fire Stick, but it doesn't have, it's not, Roku. I think you can go on your computer and put in Roku.com or whatever like that. Or it may be dot something else and not .com. Anyway, there's a movie. It's called A Love Yarn. A Love Yarn. Now, it is about a knitting shop that has yarn. It's kind of like a Hallmark movie. It's a love story, and it has a Hallmark movie feel. But anyway, I watched that. Hey, my friend Angela, who does not even have a crafty bone in her body, watched it. And then she went and watched some YouTubes of people mowing their yard. So, hey. But it is a good movie. It was cute. I enjoyed watching it. But, I mean, it's a very predictable movie, as all Hallmark movies are. And since it had that Hallmark feel, I'm just going to call it a Hallmark movie. But it's on Roku. A Love Yarn. That's the name of it. A Love Yarn. And for me, I have this little thing right here where I just mash that, and then I can say A Love Yarn on Roku, and it brought it up for me. If I just said a Love Yarn, it brought up all kinds of stuff that wasn't the right thing. But then finally I said on Roku, and it brought it up. But anyway, that's my little remote for my Fire Stick, which I still hadn't decided if I like that or not. On my computer, I have a link that has all my TV stuff, all, streaming channels and all that. And so I had Elijah to switch this TV over to using this instead of the computer, but I just feel like I can't find everything for some reason. I just feel like it doesn't show me everything. It probably does. It's probably just me and not that. But yeah, I still hadn't decided if I like that Fire Stick or not, or if I just like having it as a computer screen and you know, being able to use it as a computer screen. Because with the Fire Stick hooked up to it, it's just a TV screen for the Fire Stick. I'd have to unhook something and hook something else up. And Elijah told me at one time, if you want to go back to a computer, unplug this and plug this up, which is kind of difficult for me. It's not like I can just, you know, unplug and plug stuff at ease. So I've never changed it back to just a computer screen. And that's hooked to my main computer screen. So I have 2 computer screens hooked to my computer and can see, you know, can use both. My mouse would go from screen to screen. I don't know, it's hard to explain if you don't know what I'm talking about. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go and finish off her arm here, turn me on something to watch, and finish her arm, and then I can do her bikini top and her frill. I can do that real quick. It won't take a second to do that. I just need to be able to, you know, focus on reading the directions to do it, because it's not the same stitch. It's a sequence of different stitches. And then and I'm gonna get Big Daddy to fix her neck. I mean, help me with her eyes. That's what I need help with. And yeah, I'll be back to put her together in another video. And I do have some projects planned out this week of things I want to get done, get to working on. I have a lot of projects that I want to get done this week. So I need to get busy getting them done, right? Get her done. Alright, guys, I hope you have a good day, and I will see you in the next video, friends. Like, if you don't see this until Monday morning, that's fine, but there will be another video Monday afternoon, just saying. Love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me today as I'm not feeling good. Thank you for the love and the support as I am working on pieces of this mermaid Caticorn. I guess that's what you call it. But anyway, I hope you all have a beautiful day. Remember, it is a beautiful day to crochet, beautiful night to crochet, whatever.